Boy, your goaltender got tested right away. I think maybe the first 5 saves were grade A scoring chances. You had to be pleased with the way he played to start.
Yeah, he looked calm and confident, and you can only be that when you read shooters well and have, that's experience. He showed experience, and very nice to see that. And for our young guys, lots of young guys in the game. It was a little bit of a barrage early that they had to adapt to and adjust. I thought they did a great job adjusting, adapting, especially after the first period. You come in, you take a breather. We could look at a couple clips short, and I thought they adjusted very well and played a much better game as it went.
What went into that adjustment in the second period?
I think they just had to find a little bit of calm. We did have a couple guys that rode a bus today, but it's a new experience for a lot of guys, or a lot of guys with limited experience, and I think it was overwhelming initially, but they found a way to work together to solve some of the pressure that was put at them, and we saw lots of skill actually after that out of lots of young players.
In a game like that where it is chaotic, is it nice having some more experienced defense with those two top pairs in particular, Bryson with Fitzgerald, and you had Clegg with Prisky. Those guys have played a lot of hockey.
Yeah, I thought those four have played not a ton of NHL games, but they're a little older and they have more NHL experience than obviously the young kids that we just drafted. And I thought they were fine. They were good. They were a little rattled the first 10 minutes, but they were the group that made the biggest adjustment to then get us to a more offensive game. We didn't have many shots because we spent a lot of time in our own zone. As Paul referenced, Comrie was good early, but then that changed quite a bit. They outscored us late, but I don't think they outchanced us late. And it was good to see our young guys show a lot of skill and play with a lot of confidence as it went.
Was a lot of that in the second period because you were using your speed to take the play to them? It seemed like you guys were a lot faster.
We absolutely were, but that was only a result of us being able to solve that pressure. Once we did, you could see a lot more skill and a lot more speed, and you couldn't see any of that because we were dealing with the pressure in the first.
Chase Prisky gets the goal tonight. What have you seen from him at the camp so far?
He plays the style we want to play, assertive, aggressive, very well, and I think he's getting better every day. So it's exciting to have him with us.
With Game 4 on Saturday, do you start to evaluate these games differently as you move further into the preseason schedule?
Absolutely. Moving the first 3 games, we obviously have a lot of young guys that we put in the lineup. I thought the guys that played their second game tonight actually looked better. They felt better. I think they would tell you that. And once the first week or so, you're just putting guys in situations to get them through that phase. And then, as I've mentioned many times, we're going to demand a hell of a lot more as we move forward. And I say that not just me. I think everybody, collectively, will demand more of the situation as they feel better on their skates.
In the last 40 minutes, Jack Quinn kind of showed a lot of creativity in his offense and everything. What kind of got him rolling, do you think, and got him, as I said, showing that kind of creativity offensively?
It's just a second game, Paul. I think it's just that simple. You could think of a lot of different things, but you don't feel good, after a summer until you get into combat and battle. And he fought through in Washington and didn't quite look like himself. There were glimpses, and obviously the glimpses tonight were a lot more. Especially again after that first period, you could see lots and lots of significant plays. Obviously, he set up the goal that was very impressive to Prisky, and he's getting to his game.
Thanks, Coach. Yeah.